In June 2023, major players in the automotive industry such as Ford, GM, Mercedes-Benz, Rivian, Volvo, and many others made a significant announcement that sent ripples in the EV industry.
Starting early next year, Ford owners will be granted access to thousands of Tesla superchargers across the United States and Canada.
John, take a look at shares of General Motors 2 weeks after its competitor Ford said it would strike a deal with Tesla to use the NACS Tesla charging standard. GM is now saying that it will do the same thing.
Korean automaker Hyundai, like Sunday, they announced that they're going to adopt Tesla's charging plug, also known as the North American Charging Standard.
In the meantime, EV maker Rivian shares are trading slightly higher this morning, up about 2% after an announcement they have agreed to adopt Tesla's charging standard.
Let's start by understanding what is NACS. NACS stands for North American Charging Standard, originally known as Tesla Charging Connector. Originally a proprietary technology, Tesla introduced this in 2012 for their vehicles. NACS is unique because it was made specifically for Tesla's 400-volt battery architecture, and it is much smaller compared to other DC charging standards that are there in the market. It is used across Tesla's supercharging network, which can currently charge up to a rate of about 250 kilowatt. Tesla felt that CCS was very big and bulky for the kind of experience they wanted to provide for their users. To bridge the gap between CCS and NACS, Tesla introduced the Magic Dock, a charger-side adapter that users can use to select CCS1 while charging their cars at the Tesla supercharging network. This was a temporary solution for users who wanted to use the Tesla's wide supercharger network but did not actually own a Tesla. It is important to note that even when using Tesla's Magic Dock, users need to use Tesla app for the charging process. The switch from CCS to NACS has significant implications for the charging industry. As of now, there are approximately 1,800 Tesla charging sites in the US compared to about 5,200 CCS1 charging sites. However, there are approximately 20,000 Tesla connectors compared to 10,000 CCS1 connectors. To accommodate the growing number of EVs enabled with NACS, the charge point operators need to upgrade their existing connectors to NACS as well. Some US states, including Washington and Texas, are also considering requiring Navy-funded charging stations to also include NACS, further emphasizing the shift towards the standard. In conclusion, the introduction of NACS standards supported by major automakers has created a fascinating dynamic in the EV charging landscape. While CCS remains a prominent player, NACS is gaining traction rapidly. It is worth noting that NACS has garnered support from various third-party charging networks and hardware companies, and the US government's willingness to offer subsidies for charging stations with NACS connectors alongside with CCS will likely ensure CCS continued presence. It would be interesting to see what Tesla does in other parts of the world where they use CCS2 connectors, like in Middle East, Europe, Asia, Africa, and GBT in China. EV charging industry is evolving rapidly, and these kind of developments underscore the importance of standardization for the future of electric mobility. As we move forward, it would be exciting to see how these competing standards actually shape up the charging infrastructure that supports the ever-growing EV industry.